Hi, I'm Jim with Beginner Bushcraft and Survival, and I'm here today to talk about fire. Everybody thinks, fire, it's easy to make, but it's really not. I mean, you need the right tinder, and tinder is like the stuff that gets it going. The small, fine shavings you use, or the little sticks you use, but there's man-made tinder that works way better, and there's other ways to get fires going besides lighter, because lighters do fail. And today I'm going to show you a few different of those ways, and I'm going to try to do a Bodro for the first time. I'm going to try to make a friction fire by myself. I've got no lessons except for YouTube. So let's see how this goes, and let's go outside. Thanks. There's many different ways to make fire, but I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways, which is a ferro rod, which is a metal, combined metals, that lets you make spark. These things make huge sparks, and they catch man-made tinder on fire really easy. So I'm going to show you how to use this today. A couple different tinder forms that I have. Fatwood, which is pine impregnated with resin. It's when it dies, it goes to the trunk, and right there where it meets the trunk, all the resin goes, and that's what you use for making fire. And we got some cotton balls and Vaseline and magnesium, which I make myself, and we got some tinder quicks, quick tinders, and we're gonna try those too. So yeah, let's get into it. So to strike a ferro rod, you need a 90-degree edge. This is the best 90-degree edge I've found yet. This is a Flissa 9-inch blade. It's a beast of a knife. It's almost a quarter-inch thick, which is very thick for a bushcraft knife. It's got an awesome 90-degree edge. It throws the sparks like crazy. And I'm going to show you how, with just this little Vaseline and cotton balls, you make these at home. And these things will catch a fire. They stay burning a long time. And I'm going to show you how we do it. Show you how to use a ferrocerium rod with cotton balls and Vaseline. This makes a great fire starter. Anybody can make them at home. You just take some cotton balls, rub it on the Vaseline. Take some Vaseline, rub it on the cotton balls, and you fluff them up a little bit, and check this out. And there you go, and it's on fire. And just to show you that it's gonna make a fire, I'll just make a small one just to represent a fire. And what you need is a flame extender when making fire. You need the flame to stay going long enough for you to light the kindling and tinder, which are these small things. And you'll see this will get going. This is just one of the easiest ways to start a fire when you're in the woods. So if you got some Vaseline and some cotton balls and a ferrocerium rod, they're like $5. You got a way to start fire in the woods, especially if you're on like a backpacking or any type of outing in the woods. You should always carry something like this with you, because a big lighter can and will fail. And the wind, if it gets wet, you can get them back to life. But this is just an easy way, and you could strike this thousands of times. I could probably strike this 2,000 times before it wears out. That's 2,000 fires. So there we go. For our second wave, we're going to use these quick tinders. Yeah, wax impregnated cotton. And what you do is you fluff them up like this, and these things catch a good spark. It's really easy to ignite, and these will extend your flame for a really long time. And these are really cheap. You can get about 50 of them for about $8. So what you do is take two.
I'm just gonna...
Yeah. And what you do is you hit it with your ferrocerium rod, and it's lit. And again, this will extend the flame to get your kindling lit. This has already been lit, but you guys get the point. This will extend it, and these will burn for about 6 minutes. Cotton balls burn for about 4 minutes, but the cotton balls are pretty much free with Vaseline. What's it cost you, a couple dollars for that? And here we got, a nice flame. You're gonna start a fire if you got something like this in the woods. And that way you can thermoregulate, which means keep your core temperature up to what it's supposed to be. Cook food, boil water to make it safe to drink, or to make coffee, or to cook your dehydrated food in the woods. So yeah, there we go. That's another way to do it. All right, so another option is using fatwood. Like I said, this can be found in the woods, pretty much on any pine tree with a dead branch. You want to cut the branch where it meets the trunk, and inside that branch, you'll find fatwood. This is like readily available to anybody that has a pine tree. So what I have here is a tinder grater, and this is like a cheese grater for wood. It could be any wood. I like to use fatwood, but it makes fine shavings. What you do is you go like this. What you do is you go like this. And you just grate it. And you do this for a few minutes. It's gonna take a little bit. And so after doing it for many minutes, only about 2 or 3 minutes, you get a pile here. And this is fatwood shavings. What you do with this stuff is you dump it into a little pile. And this stuff is like probably one of the best natural tinders you're gonna find. So with my Ferro Rod, you do it very gingerly so you don't knock the pile everywhere. And there it is. And that's lit. And again, your flame has been extended enough time to light the fire. And this is what you need. If you're in a survival situation, or even just in a camping situation, you need to, you know, cook food, have coffee, boil water if it's like, you know, not been filtered some other way. So yeah, we got a fire again. And sometimes you got to improvise. If you don't have any tinder, say everything's wet in the woods, and you can get into the middle of the wood if you have the right tools. You can break down larger pieces to get to the drier insides. But if you don't have something like that, you can always use a bag of Doritos or a bag of chips. With just a lighter, which you should always carry, but I would never use, you're on fire. And that right there is a flame extender, which will get your fire going again. And there you go. You just got to improvise a little bit. You got to think of things that have oil on it. Like you can use chapstick and a piece of cotton. That'll extend the flame, you know, instead of just the cotton. The wax on there like acts like a candle, and that will help extend the flame. And I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to do a Bodro, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I get the feeling I got a 50-50 chance, but let's see how that works out. And what we have here is a Bodro. This is the hearth board, which is where you actually drill the spindle into there to make friction to create a fire, which is a friction fire, which is really one of the hardest things to do, is create fire through friction. You have to have everything perfect. So I got mine pre-made because I don't know exactly what woods to use, and I've never done it before, so I figured why not give myself the best chance. So with this is a hold on, pause. This is the spindle block that will allow my drill to spin freely, and it does have a bearing in it, so I am cheating, but still it's hard to make fire with friction, even with all the right tools and the right circumstances. I mean, that's why people treasured fire for many millennium. They didn't let their fires go out because it is so hard to create fire with friction. So here we go, let's give it a shot. So what you do is you put your spindle down in the hole and you burn in a spot. And you do this till you get a burn in, they call it. And sometimes this takes a long time. I mean, this could take many times. I don't know. I've never done it. Oh, we get smoke. We do have smoke. I think I have to do one thing. I have to make a little notch in this. So it comes out. You cut this right in the back of it. And you got the air can come through easier on the backside. Again, it's smoke. Getting an ember. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, shit. Shit. Whew, it's gonna be a little bit higher than I thought. I need. Where the fuck did he touch it? I gotta start a new hole. All right, I gotta burn another hole in because that one didn't work. Well, I just can't get it. I just can't get it. Just can't get it. Try to see if I can get it again. Oh, it went right out. All right, how you think? Ah, fell off. I don't know, man. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with this thing, dude? Damn. All right, so not for the lack of trying, I didn't get the friction fire going. Like I said, even in the best conditions, it's hard to do. I haven't been properly trained. Like I said, I've learned all this off of YouTube. I'm hoping someone that does see this video knows how to make a friction fire and could help me possibly make a friction fire, because that would be great. Because like I said, I want to be, you know, the mountain man guy. I want to be able to do it all off the landscape. So, well, thanks for tuning in today, and I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit the notification bell. It really, really helps me out. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you. I'll talk to you later.